Thank you. Mike Brady, followed by Roland LeBrun, followed by George Cramen.
Brady, Menlo Park. The trail of irregularities and scandals associated with your FTA process. Many of these things you brought on yourselves. You waited until 2 days before the inauguration for the proposal to be submitted to Congress as it's required to do. 30 days after that, the grant could have gone through. So you wait until the last minute during the chaos of the change of one administration to the other. When many positions are left open, not filled, no one can look on the merits and consider. So then the proposal was sent to Congress by a woman named Carolyn Flowers, the acting head of the FTA. What does she do a short time after submitting the grant to Congress? She resigns and takes a job with a company that stands to be benefited if the grant is made. She takes a job with that company. The press in the Bay Area is silent on this. The LA Times has it on the front page, calls it a scandal. It is a scandal. So meanwhile, you're sitting back, waiting, anxiously. Is it going to go through? In the rush, in this last-minute chaos, are we going to get it through before the new administration has a chance to pay attention to it? But Secretary Chow has confirmed on the 31st of January, she steps in and she does what you are currently witnessing and worrying about. She seizes control of the matter. And she says, the grant will not be made, or it won't be made, will not be made. She doesn't really say that it's going to be denied, but she says this is deferred until the President submits his new budget. It's deferred, which means there's going to be plenty of time to look at this thing. And the next time I will talk on the merits of why the grant should have been denied and why it should not be included in the President's budget. Again, your problems with the FTA grant you brought upon yourselves through your own misrepresentations to the federal government and to the FTA. You know the FTA grant cannot be given to Caltrain if the money is for the benefit of the statewide high-speed rail program. Did you tell the FTA when you were applying for this grant that the money would be used for the direct benefit of the statewide high-speed rail program? No, you did not. Instead, you say this is standalone just for local commuter rail, nothing to do with high-speed rail. Well, that might surprise Mr. Ben Traputsis, the Northern California Director of High-Speed Rail, who said you were a partner and an integral part of the high-speed rail system. It might surprise the peer review group, which issued a report 10 days ago saying that without PCEP, Caltrain electrification, the statewide high-speed rail program could not be implemented. Doesn't that sound like a direct relationship? You told the FTA that your sources of other funding would include $600 million from the High-Speed Rail Authority, from high-speed rail bond funds. Did you tell the FTA that money is exclusively for high-speed rail and not for local commuter? No, you didn't tell them that. Doesn't that sound like a direct relationship? And finally, what did you do a couple of months ago? You enter into a contract with the High-Speed Rail Authority that if they give you the $600 million in Prop 1A high-speed rail bond funds, you will turn over control of the corridor to the High-Speed Rail Authority. That all sounds like a pretty strong relationship to statewide high-speed rail. No FTA grant can be granted if that's true. And your matter should not be included in the President's budget.
Thank you, Von Wolf.
My understanding is that in Southern California, which never went electric, they're sticking with diesel, unlike you.
Mike, I'm very sorry to cut you off, but you've already spoken on this item. I apologize.
Okay. What item are we on? 10?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
You can speak on the next item. Jack.